Okay, so they have actually been taming manticores here. That makes the report of
Law
these
Fort Endurance still stands.
senior officer at one of the other forts being a manticore. Still not entirely sure how that happened, but there you go. Hey everyone, welcome to Fort Endurance. It's Corpo time, right?
Are you saying what I'm saying right now, Commander?
Honestly, Bradford, I've no notion of how to cool your conniption. Corporate says I'm in charge, so I'm in charge.
You're in charge? Wait, you're in charge? Don't you mean the executive is in charge?
Of course, that's what I meant. Whether I say me, he, or we, it's all the same.
It's all the same kind of gun.
That tone is not how you get approval for your little tests, designer. Next time, you might want to try and tame your holy curds with a little mock apple.
Yes, the name, of course, being a historical in-joke. Vodtek the Bear of World War II fame. I have no idea how he got up the ranks, but there you go. Right, next concern. Let's go solve this murder.
Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch.
Then you'll be happy to hear that Durbin sent me to sort this out.
Durbin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on me, and it ain't right.
Okay. And good, I have an observation check. You seem like you're telling the truth. Why are they accusing you?
I've absolutely no notion as to why. I've never been in no kind of trouble. I'm a good employee, I do my job, and I don't complain. And honestly, I actually like Chief Cuddy. Extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really had to go, he'd even cover your bog breaks, pro bono.
Wow.
Never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it.
If not you, then who had motive and
I
opportunity?
don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now.
Okay, tell me about it.
We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here.
Okay, so how's that line with what he said would
That's
happen?
exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew.
Exactly what he said would happen. Are you sure there ain't Crabble in it?
Yep. Cuddy had told everybody about his allergy, repeatedly, over and over, constantly. Nobody would have served him Crabble knowing that. But
Right.
Still gotta be how he died. So I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find Crabble anywhere.
Is any of the stew still around?
That was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy.
Let me try talking to the security officer.
It's the truth. I didn't murder him.
Ah.
Please, make him understand.
Alright, so security officer Abner is over here.
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort?
Your superior sent me over.
Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor.
Ouch. All of Auntie's doctors are slammed with wounded. I'm the best you've got.
Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk?
Nope. Your suspect makes it sound like Cuddy died from an allergy.
What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it.
Yeah, but only he had a deathly Crabble allergy. Could there have been Crabble in it?
What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned sisty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no.
Oh, yes!
Did you say Crabble?
Why do I suddenly think you know exactly what happened to Chief Cuddy? And apparently everyone knew he was allergic to crabble meat.
Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true.
Uh-huh.
He was what you call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything.
Go
He's
on.
also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head.
So what's that got to do with him eating crabble?
Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back too hard, he'd run to
Yeah, well, guilty of negligence, maybe, doesn't he?
assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned crabble stock.
So you knew he was allergic and you added crabble. They didn't believe he was allergic, they added the crabble and they killed him by accident.
What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have... At least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim.
Probably.
Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret.
I'm listening.
So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung. So it don't call in the local wildlife.
Fair.
But it'll actually work on anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while.
Your boss tells you she's on her way for a surprise inspection.
Of course she does. If she shows up and we're all out of order, it makes us look bad. And if we look bad, she looks bad. So if I'm not here, it's a mess for everyone.
And what about Bardo?
Well, then she's cleared, of course. No more questions asked. She goes free, you get bits, I get on with my life. Deal?
It wasn't actually murder, was it? But the exec is probably gonna take revenge. On the other hand, the guy was dumped out here, so the exec probably doesn't give a damn. No.
Come on now. You need to reconsider. I'm offering you good bits for easy work. You'll also be saving at least one life from the toils of endless labor.
Yeah, no. No, I know what happened. It was an accident.
What's happening? Are you making any progress?
Yes, I believe I am.
Thank you. But please hurry. I've got severe claustrophobia, and being locked in this tiny cage makes me feel like I've got a Manosaur Queen sitting on my chest.
Yes, it does indeed seem a bit Slim Shady. Now, what do we do about this?
Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting to steal my utterly invaluable attention?
Urban wants me to settle a leadership issue?
Ah, wonderful! I was hoping someone would bring some sense into this madness. You should go talk to Trooper Wentworth. I'll let him speak for himself before I start speaking for him.
Also a murder.
Murder? Oh, right. One of the enlisted killed their superior, or something. She's in that cage over there, and Security Officer Abner is in charge of the investigation.
We dealt with him.
Fine. Were I you, I'd do my best not to get eaten as I was bumbling through areas I'm not meant to be in.
Thank you for the advice. Alright, Wentworth.
Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of
Is that
I'm
a...
forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up.
Is that a Mantisaur control implant in his head? Right, I was sent by your command.
Enemy Scrutinization Officer Durbin. What does he want with me?
I was sent to find the head mantle.
Ah, well, in that case, your business is with both my commander and me. But I'm being rude. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, Senior Most Representative at Fort Endurance.
Right, so it's true, you've seriously got a mantisaur as your commanding officer.
Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa.
Uh-huh.
He's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper.
Right.
Okay. The executive welcomes you, but would like to know why Scrutinization Officer Durbin sent you here.
He said there's some kind of dispute about the second in command.
There's no dispute. Executive Wojciech is in complete charge of the fort. His orders, which I interpret as his junior officer, are executed without question.
So you understand it.
My experimental mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
Okay.
It's my professional opinion that we should back away slowly. This guy's craft is either messing with his gray matter, or he's messing with us.
Yeah, but I've definitely heard stranger stories.
You may have heard stranger stories, but never one quite so full of spratdom.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you.
Right. So the Mantisaur is actually in charge
I just wanted to make
here.
it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, designer.
Okay, someone has a morale problem.
Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
The last group?
Just rumors and conjecture. The base gossip is that another team was sent to recover the pupa and never returned. But I'm sure they're just deserters.
They're dead.
Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants us to secure one of their pupas to raise as his own.
Right.
Stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the law-be-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me in charge.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer, and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Yes, sir.
So you want me to go get you a mutated pupa?
Exactly. With it, Wojciech can raise a Zeranium-mutated Mantisaur army.
What?
Which will be even more dangerous than the ones Auntie's Choice evolved from the Halcyon stock. We need you to infiltrate the mutated Mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa, and bring it to me here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts. The
Okay.
nest to the east. That'll have your best odds. It's where Wojciech feels the pull from the strongest.
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? What am I saying? That makes the exact amount of scientific sense I'd expect from you. Excuse me? May we speak a second? Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
What are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth! Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that Graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
but I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power.
You're certain?
I am. I've watched for patterns of behavior that would demonstrate higher communication, and they don't exist. So, catering to his will isn't going to do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose.
I'll think about
I
it.
understand. But remember, the scientific value is immense.
Hey, one of my favorite cereals starts out just like this. Oh. It's not got the best ending, though.
Let me guess, Niles. Everybody dies. Okay, so to the east to find a mutated mantisaur pupa in a nest of mutated mantisaurs who probably won't be too happy at the prospect of me basically kidnapping. I mean, how could it go wrong? Yes, I'm aware that that list is very, very long and it mostly involves violence. Ow. Drop, 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 drop. Okay, I could have just gone round, but you know what? Quicker. Alright, well, who needs ankles anyway? Absolutely. Oh, camp. This looks like civilization. What's going on up here? Beyond, you know, shredded troopers. Oop. Oh. Hello? Corporate trooper types. Fair enough. Oh, where? Indeed. All is fair in love, war, commerce, the rules of acquisition, unregulated marketplaces, and this isn't actually a way round, so let's get moving. Other way, other way, other way. Yeah, I think I need to start being a little sneakier. That looks like certain death if I fall over. I might be able to make the jump. Who am I kidding? I'm not making that jump. Okay, track it. Bounce. Go, 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 go. Where are you, bugs? Done. They mentioned why the mantisaurs were mutated, or was that just one of those details? More bugs. Please.
Don't make me bury another agent. I appreciate a little help, Commander.
Yeah, fine.
Medkit coming your way.
Thank you.
Craft back in business.
Yoink. Yoink. Reload good. Reload good. Reload necessary. Come on. Nice and down. Gosh. Toes, tippy toes. Okay, purple berry crunch. Dead everything. Well, if nothing else, we can restock on ammo and junk and all manner of other stuff, including food, which is useful, or at least cheaper than medkits. Yoink. Ow. Another landmine, really? Bonk. What's in here? Oh. Several accidentally ruptured the surrounding gas container. We lost several troopers. We also thought we lost an entire nest worth of manticores. They were visibly discovered, otherwise unharmed. The Ziranium gas is bonded with the manticores. They're faster, stronger, and more durable. They're also completely uncontrollable. Guys, this sounds mildly problematic. Just pointing that out. Alright, we do need to head east in order to find the nest. That looks roughly manticore nest shaped, doesn't it? How bad could it be, really? Beyond, you know, horde of hideously mutated, hyper-tough, hyper-aggressive alien bugs. Come on. Pull! Note stuff. Need to get really close for this thing to make proper use. Yeah. Cover. Don't step in the Ziranium puddles. They are bad. Ooh. Innards, what do you got? Ooh. Oh, fuck. Really? Yeah, straight off the cliff. Whoops. Okay, so we're back at Golden Ridge. Fine, didn't lose much. Yes, yes, I noticed. Thank you. Right. Stuff. Examine, get that tag. That can't be done now. Excuse me, I just test a theory. Run. Okay, it did sort of rupture that tag, but didn't affect the others. Worth knowing. Right. Let's get out of the randomly exploding trench. That was unfun. Oh, stealth it. Reload up. How angry do we suppose the rest of these manticores are? Right, drop one. I was hoping that would discombobulate the bug. Yeah, never mind. Hi. Whoa. And we're clear. No, stealth there. They're in the ground. They're not hiding in the vents. There aren't any vents. They're in the ground. So annoying the wasps if you can't kill them cleanly is a bad idea. Lesson learned. And it looks like the other team did actually get slaughtered in here. Very messily slaughtered. Oh, speaking of... dehydrated water. How does that work? Who cares? Need a fat boy launcher. Yeah. Won't argue that. Oh. Reload. Reload. Reload again. Remember, can only fire 4 shots, otherwise I eat a massive damage penalty. Uh-oh. Thank you. Okay. That was scrappy, but we got there. Anti-carapace. I do need to get some more med stuff crafted, though.
Being this close to DeVries feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright.
Hooray.
Anyway, need something, Commander?
Tinkering.
Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Crafting. Biomass canisters, distractions. Yeah, well. Stock up on med parts. And everything else is reasonably calm, so... into the mess we go. You know, while trying not to die. Dealt with. Yay for rapid fire. Okay, body disposal. Shush. Quiet, little insects. Quiet. Yeah, no, I'm just trying not to stand in the poison goop. And besides, you'll stand back up on your own once the fight's done. Yeah, definitely had your back. Definitely. Positively. Absolutely. How could you possibly have doubted that, Niles? What's that? It's a dead guy. Most of him. Hardened slash proof plate. Okay, that could definitely be an improvement. Yoink. Behold, I am armored out the wazoo. And it should help against the mantis. Well, as the saying goes, we've got a more exciting test lined up. Fighting an army of mutated madsmen. Just grab a gun and follow the line. You'll know when the test starts. Now we need... pupa. Gotcha. Alright, so Trooper Wentworth or Biologist Bradford? Yep, shield on. That's fine. Neither was I for a second. Oh, crud. Come on. Die, please. Ah, shit. And dead. Well, it does, yes, doesn't it? It does. I need to see about my combat gear, however. Right. Well, at least we know what we're doing. Filtered cleaner helmet, 15% base health. Oh ho. Air-cooled machine gun. You're worth considering. 28 damage. 31 damage, but much 8 per second, but much higher rate of fire. Okay. Only 100 rounds, but it will do. Also, holy neon colour scheme, Batman. Right, so, yoinked, yoinked. Right then, armour. Equip. And helmet. Filtered cleaner helmet. Offer valid only in case of user death. Unfortunate. Also means I'm down to 3 shots. Lots again, but you know what? Let's dump the shotgun for the time being. Behold, I am armored. I am invincible. Oh heck, no overheat. Nice. Hits like a truck though. Come on, finish the fight. Dead. 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 Okay. I could be persuaded on this new machine gun. Definitely be persuaded. One guy, please. Una reversed. Yes, it did. Unfortunate. Okay, short on stuff. Compact rounds 29 times 3 is compact though, so we can replace the machine gun for the time being. This is something I've got plenty of ammunition for. So that's that taken care of. We have the mutated pupa. Question is, do we do it for science or do we attempt to raise the horde of angry mantis men? Oh. Thank you. Yeah. That did not help. Ouch. Trauma kit. Do it. Healed up. Careful, can't let the reload trigger automatically or I eat a 8-second damage penalty. Thank you. Please aim it at me next time. Hooray! Didn't die much. Really? How many of them are there? Reload. Anybody else? I can't help but think they don't want us leaving with the lava. He says, having blown about 1,200 rounds of shock ammo. This had better be worth it. We're leaving. We are leaving at some speed. You know what? Let's just fast travel. Yoink. So, the army of Mantis or the research for science? Let's go with the army of Mantises. It should be funny.
You've returned. I mean, we knew you'd return. We've been waiting. Did
Thank
you
you.
bring the pupa for me?
I have, yes.
Wonderful. Now the formation of our new Mantisaur regiment can begin in earnest.
No, no, no. You really don't want to do that.
Biologist Bradford, that is quite enough of...
Listen to me. The man is a charlatan, a fraud. And if you give him the specimen, it will be forever lost to his ignorance. And while it's not unique, it is difficult to acquire. The Mantisaur doesn't want it, nor could it ask him for it. Wentworth only knows it was there because I made the mistake of telling him it was almost a certainty. If you give it to him, it will be wasted. If you give it to me, the science I will perform will fuel biological weapon advancements currently only dreamed of.
Bradford, I am the commander of this base, and you will...
You are nothing but a bottom-ranked trooper who has lied his way to power. But your tongue betrays your grift.
That is enough. Me and the Mantisaur are one. Whether I speak or it speaks, it's all the same voice. And right now, we are both contemplating some frontline service for you. I will take the pupa now, if you please.
Is there a way you can prove you speak for the Mantisaur, Trooper Wentworth?
Of course. Its name is Wojciech, its favorite color is blue, and it had 27 brothers when it spawned.
Is that seriously the best you've got?
My ability to communicate with the commander has convinced Auntie's choice, and that should be enough to convince you, too.
Yeah. The pupa will be used for science.
Oh, thank law. You've made the right choice. And the research I'm going to do with this little beauty will allow me to retire rich, respectable, and powerful.
Let's hope this doesn't come back to bite us. Or grow up to bite us, rather.
Mantisaurs, eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east.
Great.
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
Yeah, they probably did. Sorry. Not sorry. At all. Alright, let's see. We'll go... I've got 3 points, but I can only bring skills up 3 points less. Let's stick 1 point into observation, 1 point into medical, and 1 point into... let's go with hacking. All right, apply those. Confirm. Perks. Now, what can we do? Point blank artist. Shotguns, SMGs, and pistols. 30% damage close to enemies. Crabble reader. Crabble rancher, rather. And the magazine of one of these weapons is half empty. Get a bonus crit chance. Trick shot, manual reset, pickpocket, restricted access, restricted inventory of vending machines. Oh, yes. That might be worth having. Okay. I'm getting a lot of extra perks. Right, apply. Serial dabbler. Learning from the serials of commanders A and Buddy, you lead your crew. Yay! Okay. Let's see what sort of vending machine options we now have. Restricted sniper rifle scope. Guns, nil of note. Trauma kit. Probably a good idea to have one of those. Burst SMGs, burst assault rifle, all manner of weapon mods, but doubles number of shot fired at the expense of reduced damage and side effects. Meh. Lowers base damage. Change damage type at the expense of lower damage elsewhere, and we can sell off the spoldered uniform. And one of those rifles can go. And might as well hang on to the rest. Okay, so we've solved one of the problems. Now we need to go deal with the rest of them. Well, also, how is this stealing? They're dead. And that's in... Yeah. I think we're leaving. Ammo? Nope. You do that. You do that. We're just going to be taking a discreet exit. Journals. The curious case of a cankered chef. Okay, so... Interesting. We actually do need to take this to solve the problem. Ah, help defend Fort Endurance. Right. We actually need to go help with this fight. Oops. Hey, everybody! Reload. Oh, sorry, bullshit. We're good.
This is what happens when you put a giant insect in charge of product development. Anyone left for us to file a complaint to?
Is that what I think it is? Finally be time for some action.
You tell me.
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of our retail opportunities downstairs. You here for the view? Uh-huh.
Yep. Everyone's still alive? Yeah, everyone's still alive. Cool. So, let's see. What do we need to do? The automechanical doctor, investigate the manufactory, investigate the N-ray range, speak with Offslam. It looks like we do have to take his rather dubious offer.
You're back? Why?
Because your I spoke with your suspect. It's pretty clear she didn't do it.
Of course that's what she's gonna say. Do you think everyone nabbed for a crime just confesses?
Her description of Cully's death matches severe anaphylaxis, not poisoning.
What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it.
Exactly, but only he had the deathly crabble allergy.
What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I can... Oh. Oh no. Oh, did you say crabble?
Yes, why do I think you know exactly what happened to Chef Cuddy?
Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true.
Uh-huh.
Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head.
And
Half his gripes were really
yep,
nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you pushed back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned crabble stock.
whoops.
What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have. At least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end? So,
Go
we got
on.
this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung. So it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while. Yes, that's exactly it. Now just head over to Cuddy's corpse and make it disappear. Well, really, make it turn into a small puddle. But that's neither here nor there.
Alright, I can do that.
You'll find Cuddy inside the tower, but you'll have to sneak your way past the guards. It simply wouldn't do for me to announce your intentions to the base. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold Bardot and can draw this whole thing to a close.
Where's the alternative? Well, it's not with Bardot. Right, looks like we're burgling the tower, doesn't it? Yoink. Curious case of a cankered chef. Bonk. Dematerialized chef cubby. Yeah, this must be the tower. Hello. Hi.
Battered and bruised, brutally battling Auntie's enemies. Welcome to Bonnie's Barely Above Board Battlefield Bazaar. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice.
Hi.
I know consumers are highly discerning in how they spend their bits in an active war zone, and I really appreciate you dodging literal bullets to bring me your business.
Yeah, it was more like
To show
Angry
my
Mantis
gratitude,
claws,
I'm
but
offering you
details.
and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate.
Let me guess, Auntie's standard profiteering rate is 5/4 of the regular price. So enticing. Show me what you've got. Now, what has she got? Tossable uniforms. The Zyranian Mantis Swap pet. Possible helmet. None of it's cheap. Air-cooled machine gun sawed-off barrel. Increases recoil, spread of movement speeds while aiming down the sights. Okay. Could work. But, not sure about the rest, to be honest. What I could really use is a recipe for heavy ammo, which I may already have. Thanks, Bonnie. What else we got? Bonnie's Vault. Oh. Well, the joke of making a monster an Auntie's Choice Trooper just stopping funny. He officially outranks me. What if Lord forbid the damn thing was been charged? Some offences simply can't be left to stand. Whoops. Okay, that's all stealing. Now, can we go this way? Yeah. That might be the tower they're talking about. But we can have a look around here as well. And what we appear to be having a look at is a barracks. A very, very disorganized barracks. Nothing of interest, though. Right, other stairs? He's asleep. Aha! Side entrance to the tower. Perfect. Oh, what's this? It's a giant green paint roller. Well, I suppose it kind of explains how they were keeping the place painted green. Now, can we slip in here? Yes, we can. Alright. Terminal. Welcome, intelligence technicist dossier. Please enter your division assigned difficult member. Impossible to randomly guess officially authorized passcode. Proceed. Right, so we're not breaking into that. Although dossier's down at the front gate, might be worth talking to him. Unfortunately, I do have to find another way into the tower to remove the wrong gadget. To remove the lieutenant. Hello, Vorshek. That'll be the restricted area they're talking about. Okay, let's talk to the technicist, see if he can give me a hand here.
Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back?
For the view, I think.
It used to be comms and observation for the Protectorate. They watched us get hammered by their huge guns and laughed as we scrambled to dig into that cruel, pitiless dirt.
So you were part of the Auntie's Choice invasion?
They bled us with constant shelling for the better part of 3 months, and it barely earned us a few dozen kilometers. Truth be told, I never thought we'd make it. Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They rain shells the size of crabbles on us day and night. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't stopped and the Protectorate retreated.
Cannons just stopped?
Like someone up here flipped a switch. 1 second our lives were pain and fear and death, and the next all was quiet. No more shelling, no more shooting. At first we thought it was a trap, that they'd start shelling again as soon as we popped our heads up. But there was nothing. We basically walked the rest of the way here. We didn't find out why until we got here and learned the Protectorate wasn't.
That doesn't make much sense.
The Protectorate hightailed it. They decided that if the Order was going to splinter off on its own, then it could fuel its own army and fight its own battles.
Oh, right.
Those Protectorate bootlicks took everything not nailed down, leaving the Order to try and figure out how to wage war with no gear and almost no know-how. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Auntie'd only send a few thousand more troops, we'd shove them completely off this rock.
Congratulations on your pending victory.
Thanks. We know you had lots of choices when it came to conquering forces for your moon, and we're thrilled that you've decided to join with Auntie's Choice.
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not.
Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back?
What are you doing up
Checking
here?
if the cables I patched are staying together. When that big old gun downstairs was working, it rattled the wiring in the walls, so sometimes the lines short out.
Okay, that gun's a
They
monster.
bled us with constant shelling for the better part
Here we
of
go
3
again.
months, and it barely earned us a few dozen kilometers. Truth be told, I never thought we'd make it. Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They rain shells the size of crabbles on us day and night. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't...
Yep, war is in fact happening. And we need to break in here. Okay, so restricted area, guard on the perimeter. Guard somewhere on the perimeter. There was a guard on... Oh, there he is. Right, oh, but there's also a ladder. That's convenient. Is there another way in? Because I really don't fancy using the front door. Right, looks like we're going in through the roof. Boink. Turns out we are not going in through the roof. Oh, anyone looking? No? Good. Yoink! Nobody saw that. Looks like the front door might have to be the way. Whee! Right. Well, there's the hireling. Hello, sir. I am definitely not waiting for you to be distracted so that I can slip past you and dissolve a body. Absolutely not. Of course not. What could possibly make you think such a thing? Come on, off you go. Wonder if the army officer's trying to frame me for that. That would be a plot twist too far, I think. Okay. Right, Chief Cully. Well, we'll loot him first. And have a quick glance around the rest. We could just dissolve the body, but yeah, I don't think the quest is detailed enough to give us options on that. Right, okay, hold that thought. We're not detected. There we go. Right, and let's deal with. Okay, puddle is removed. Now then, where's the guard? Oh, there he is. Out we go. No one's done. Everyone's happy. We are good. Alright, your evidence is gone.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing.
Ooh, that was quick.
Which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us.
This was only ever about proving Bardot's innocent.
Does that mean you don't want my bits?
Of course I want the bits, but I want to make clear it wasn't the point.
Right. You're a hero. A selfless martyr. So long as you make good on the deal, whatever you need to tell yourself is fine with me.
Aha. Okay, ensure Bardot has been released. Hey, she's out. Sweet.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage.
Couldn't rest knowing innocent was being railroaded.
Someone else's crime. So you know what happened?
I do. Abner didn't believe Cuddy was allergic and put Crabble stock in the stew.
That good-for-nothing rung leech! That dunder! I can't believe he'd... Oh, he's about to learn that poor Chief Cuddy's not the only one with executive contacts in the family. My cousin's a VP in R&D who used to head testing on Numa. Abner's going to spend the rest of his downright miserable life wishing he just confessed and took what's coming. That makes me extra thankful for what you did. If it'd been left in Abner's hands, he'd have made sure they'd thrown me in a hole so deep, even the Sprats wouldn't come visit.
Okay, so Abner paid, and he's going to get what's coming to him. Ah, karma.